And you know what? It is a pleasure to welcome the man of God, and we'll be showing. And this morning, you know what? We are here to talk about what God is doing in the life of this young man. I say young man, believe me, he's not young. He's older than I am, in fact. But it's such a blessing to have listened and also to come and to realize what God is doing in your life. And I might be, those of you that are here, you know, we are coming to you live, and I love the pleasure to introduce to you a man by the name of William Niouma, who is joining us, and he is a man, a servant of God, who is going around and ministering in terms of song ministrations. And this morning we are here to talk about a particular CD, I believe, that is coming out very soon. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I want you to tell us a bit more about the CD, and what inspired you about the CD. And we are talking about this particular CD, which I believe we are here to promote in particular. Yeah. And the title of it is called Listen, which is a very interesting title, I have to say, because it's entitled Listen. And this song is there to basically, it talks about how children of God, we ought to be aware of what God is saying to each and every one. And could you tell us a bit more about this song? What inspired you to write this song?
What inspired me to write this song? Briefly, I want to say, living in the UK, but born in Congo, Brazzaville.
Yeah.
I'm born in the Salvation Army family.
Yes.
Apart from that, I was really involved in music. Coming to this country to study.
Yes.
It's one thing really prompted me. It's just you see how the world is going. Apart from going to work and having money to pay your bills or whatever, but we here for a mission.
Yes.
God has brought us on this earth for a mission. So, as I say, apart from paying the bills, but we have to continue to God. That's why I write songs.
Yes.
God has given me that gift. And as you ask, why I titled this CD Listen? Because God is talking to us every day.
Yes.
We're not listening. We blind to His presence.
Amen.
And,
Amen. Yes.
We're missing many things around.
Yes. No, it's really wonderful, and soon, I believe, or later on, as the course of this program goes, within the time that we have, that you'll be ministering to us in the songs of this.
Pleasure.
And I'm interested to talk about this particular. In one of the title of the song, you called it, and I believe it's in French, and I can pronounce it Adorandier. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yes, Adorandier. And do you want to tell us a bit more? And I believe the track is being played live as we come to you. And again, tell us why that particular words or that song.
I mean, those days you can see many people going in the church.
Yes.
As I always say to my children, don't go to the church because you see me going to the church. You have to understand why you're going to the church. Because on that day, God will say, you will say to God, I was playing piano, I was giving a lot of money in the church, but God will say, I don't know you. So we have to learn to understand why we're going to the church, why we're here.
Yes.
Worship God in all our sincerity.
Fantastic.
We have to understand why we go to the church. It must be personal. We have to build a personal relationship with God. The pastor is there to guide us.
Certainly.
But it must be it's like somebody, when we go run, we're running, you see people competing.
Yes.
He's saying in 2 Timothy, 2 and somewhere in 5, he's saying, when you see people competing, or some of them are going for the very hard training, some of them are choosing to do the softer training, but God will compensate us by our results.
Yes, definitely. So there is a reward at the end of what we do, isn't it?
And depending on what we do.
Indeed. No, that's definitely wonderful to know that. And also one of the songs which you'll be singing later on is entitled Jeremiah, which I had to ask, and I forgive me for my words, and I'm sure many of you, the viewers that are out there, may have read the book. Is that based on the book of Jeremiah, or is that a particular verse in Jeremiah that inspired you, or do you want to shed a bit more light about that?
Good question. Right, cut a long story short.
Yes.
There's the pastor, a friend of mine. He always sends reading, Bible reading to people every morning. So one of those days I was sitting on my desk, and then my phone went blink. I got a message, so I opened a
Wonders
message.
of technology.
It was Jeremiah 33:3, where God, you got Jeremiah in prison, lost, and God said, call to me, talk to me, and I will answer you. I will show you great and mighty things you don't know.
Wonderful. Which you find it in the book of Jeremiah 33. So was that based on the book of Jeremiah 33 verse 3?
That's where I wrote in that song. I said, when I read it, I went just, wow.
Wonderful. Good morning, wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching us live,